can't see anything.
Right there.
I can't see. It's too freaking dark. Oh. Where you going? Ow. Stay right there, please.
I'm going inside.
Ow. I can't see. What's going on? Oh, Jesus. Where?
It's right there! It's behind the counter!
Stop, right there. Don't move. Don't move. Where are you going? You got my handcuffs?
Yes.
Somebody got my, where are they? Right there, don't move. Don't.
No! Get out!
Who's in here? All right, somebody just walked in here by my computer. All right. Who the hell's glasses are those? all the ring footage, even the outdoor. And there was somebody back here. I don't know if I'm losing my mind or what. But somebody in a clown costume that looks exactly like what's in the closet in there walked through here. What in the hell? There's no way. There is no way. No way anybody's in here. I'm checking in here anyway. I mean, I have a camera in here as well, right there. And I'm not saying where all the other cameras are, because there's another one that aims somewhere around here. Nothing came in here, but I'm starting to question whether something can just get past my cameras because somebody knows where everyone is. Who the hell be... There's no way somebody have the same kind of costume and come in this house looking exactly like that. There's no way. How? I don't even think you can get that costume anymore. I'm gonna put a camera in here because this... I mean, I had this propped up for Halloween. I didn't take it down yet. But to have somebody walking outside in the back looking like this, how is that even possible? I just gotta figure out where to set this camera up in here. I gotta put it somewhere. I'm taking his camera and putting it right over here. There's sounds in here, but the clown's still in here. What the hell? That's gone. That just came out of the closet. Now it's somewhere in this house. All right, somebody's in this house because that clown costume, the prop for Halloween, it's not in there anymore. It is not in here anymore. There's no way. There is no way. How? How is that gone? How is it gone? I don't get it. Whoever's in this house better come out. Now. I have no fucking idea what the hell is going on around here. Fuck. Seriously, how the hell is this happening? I don't see anybody in this house, and that's missing out of the closet. How is that possible? Just missing. Totally gone. I have no idea. I mean, I'm trying to have me a lunch, which I usually, well, actually breakfast, which I ended up having at lunchtime. I just looked all around this fucking house. I don't even see this person, but I know that when I came home, I had an alert on my Ring camera, and sure enough, some idiot in a clown costume came in through the back sliding glass doors. How the fuck are they doing this? Now, this was what, 7 years ago when I was dealing with this shit? That was 2016. This is 2023. We got what, 2.5 weeks left? And it's gonna be 2024, and I got some idiots who wants to just come in my house wearing a clown costume that looks exactly like the one from 2016. It's like, wow, history is just repeating itself. How can anything be possible? How can history be repeating itself and then shit like this happens again? Like, isn't it supposed to be over? Isn't that what everybody wants? Everybody wants me to stop being harassed by some fucking clown, right? Like, don't you guys want me to stop being followed by some creepy clown? Like, really, think about it. You know, there's some things that we need to get over. Like, we just need to move away from it, get over it. Don't need to be aggravating people. You know, just let's go wear a clown costume. Let's go to South Georgia. Yeah, let's have a little fun. Well, guess what? The fun's over. The fun is over. Now, let me just share one thing with you. I know this has been a long, dragged out process with the clown content, all right? It's been a dragged out. It just seems like it has. It just seems like when the thing is, too much of a good thing is not a good thing. I'm not saying that the creepy clown videos were a good thing, but it was entertaining. Everybody loved it, especially in the time, like 2016. Now, we all know what is real and what's not in this world, right? If you go watch YouTube videos, you know, you're gonna find a mixture of reality and fiction. Nobody's trying to trick anybody. Well, maybe some people are, right? I think most of us out here are just trying to entertain people and share parts of our lives on this platform. So not everything you see is going to be 100% real. And I'm not saying that anything here is not real. I'm just saying in general. Now, I've experienced some real situations with some stalker wearing a clown costume, and maybe I got a little carried away with sharing it on YouTube. And then from that point, I got more creative, okay? And that just led to me sharing more of that kind of content. And certain things were happening, and I found a way to kind of turn it into something a little different and just create that clown content, you know? But right now it's December 12th, 2023. And should I really be dealing with those creepy clowns like you have seen in the past 7 years ago? And the reality of that is, of course not. But the other reality of it is that many people, including possibly you, have discovered this channel because of the creepy clown videos. And maybe that is something that you have preferred to watch in the past, or maybe that was something that you were drawn to at the beginning of the whole clown thing when it just started. And then that's all you really were interested in, and everything else was just boring. Unfortunately, during that time in 2016, when this channel had its most substantial growth in a short period of time, that kind of content was very, very trendy. It was a hot topic. It was doing so well. Other people were just doing well with it as well as I was. You know, we were reaching out to so many people, getting millions of views on that kind of content. If you get that kind of reward from making that kind of content, then it just drives you to do more content like that. It makes you want to do more and more and more. It's like you start having this hunger for that kind of activity on your YouTube channel, like all the comments and the views and the engagement and just the recognition. It was like all that was just becoming at one point maybe addictive, but maybe that might be too strong of a word, but it drew me in to want to share more of that kind of content because I felt like that was the only thing that was going to work, and everything else was just substandard. It was just not good enough. And so I felt the pressure to continue that kind of trend. I felt like I just had to keep doing it and doing it and doing it. I know that trends don't last forever. They die down. They're not going to be just, something that's going to continue on, indefinitely. things do come to an end. You know, there's a beginning and an end. I felt like there was maybe not going to be an end in my mind as long as I just kept on creating those moments. I kept on creating that kind of content. I felt like maybe that world would continue, but unfortunately, it doesn't work that way. And life brings you many challenges. We had so many things happen. We had the pandemic happen. A lot of people lost their livelihood, their jobs, their family, friends. A lot of things have happened over those years. And I've fallen into that mess as well. And, I've kind of gravitated towards YouTube due to my current circumstances where I had to move down here for career opportunities, which did not work out like I thought. And better medical care, it was so many things that were just right for my particular situation, considering that I was going to also have someone else sharing this house with me. And, I've always been that person. If anybody needed me, I'd be there for them, by any means that I can provide, and unfortunately at this time of my life, I am financially struggling so bad that I'm not able to make ends meet, and my expenses are higher than my income. And it's hard to face the reality that I'm going to have to let go of this place. And I just bought this house a year ago, but I cannot afford the taxes, the payments, the liability, the insurance, the homeowner's insurance. My car insurance is high. It's like everything is so much higher. It just seems like things have increased in the last couple of years, and I wasn't expecting it to be this bad, and had some unexpected expenses that come along. And that's why I just kind of gravitate towards doing the kind of YouTube content that helps me escape that reality and go into another world on YouTube with the thought in the back of my head that maybe this will, hold the weight up in the YouTube channel. Maybe this will help me get back on track. Maybe this will help grow the channel again and get back into being relevant, and then maybe start getting brand deals, sponsors, and maybe some kind of side revenue that could help me out, because I'm only making $600 to $800 a month, and that's like really shitty. I'm not here to complain and cry about it. I mean, there's people that are worse off, to have no homes, no nothing. It's just that I'm used to a certain lifestyle, and it's all been ripped away from me because of poor choices I've made financially, and because bad luck, really. A lot of things happened, and plus I spoiled people in my life with fancy vacations, and really, I should have put more value on the time spent together than the quality of the accommodations that I provided. I think I just went too far, even with housing. I think maybe the housing I offered for people in my life was just maybe too big and too expensive. And of course, I had an expensive hobby with cars, so that didn't help. But there was just a lot of things. But I did a lot of family vacation and taking family and friends with me everywhere. And that stuff was costing a lot of money. I'm not even going to get into the specifics, but those days have come and gone. Can't even afford to do that anymore. Actually, I had to cancel some of my services, like Netflix, and downgrade my insurance and all the other things I had to do just to try to slow down the process here. But the reality is that I feel the pressure, being in my 50s, being dependent on certain things. Like I have to take medication for my blood pressure, unfortunately, for the last 25 years. And I cannot go an hour without having to relieve my bladder. And that's a continuous thing. And I'm not even going to get into the numerous doctor visits and going to the oncologist and the cancer specialist numerous times, and urologists and gastroenterologists, and having blood work and CT scans and ultrasounds and x-rays and urinalysis and cystoscopy. And now I have another procedure coming up. Like all these things happening, no one's going to hire me if I'm constantly having to run to eliminate and clear my bladder. It's just, on top of that, my specific kind of dietary needs where I have to have certain kind of foods at a certain time. I got to have my steps every day. I get OCD. I have some anxiety. I do have social anxieties. I have a lot of health anxieties. And there's a lot of times where I just like to do things without the distractions of other people. But then when it comes to YouTube, I love connecting with the world and reaching out to people, and it helps me feel less lonely. Although I do have a special someone who's a friend of mine who comes and visits every now and then. It helps me cope with a lot of things, and just having an amazing, group of people in my life who are not that far away, and I can spend time with them. It really makes things better. But I really just want to focus on the positive things and not the negative things. And I feel like that creepy clown content is just, it has come and gone, and I want to get over it. But I seem to have this impression that you, or some of you watching, haven't gotten over it and you prefer the creepy clown stuff. But then when I did the poll suggested that most of you watching would prefer me to explore places and, hit the road. But when I looked at the poll results, they were contradictory because looking at the viewership from the videos of me exploring places, traveling places with my friends, those videos did poorly. Didn't even get 600-700 views. But yet the recent creepy clown videos that I did got 8,000 views, 3,000 views in a short period of time. I'm like, wow. The polls show majority prefer the exploring and travel content. But yet in reality, it seems like more people want the creepy clowns. I don't understand. So I feel like the YouTube voting system, the polls, they're inaccurate. Maybe they're rigged. I don't know. That's just my opinion. So it's really hard to know what direction to go with that kind of content. Like what kind of content am I going to do? Maybe I need to do a live stream and ask you guys in real time, what kind of content do you prefer? Because I really am just tired of the creepy clown stuff. I only do that because it gets the views and it gets more comments. And that's the only reason why. I don't enjoy doing it anymore. I used to enjoy doing that when I had other people who, were supportive of it. And it was just a fun thing. And other people were part of it and became involved with it. And then there was a time where I just started doing that by myself. And I still had fun for a while afterwards, for, a couple years afterwards, doing that by myself. But then that was it. It was like, I'm done with it. I feel like I am causing stress and anxiety by just being in character and just chasing around some creepy clown. Just me acting. I'm no professional actor. So, of course, people are going to say, oh, this is fake. Well, there's some real things in this world and there's some scripted thing. But I don't know if you want to really call it fake, because I never portrayed it as real. I never said, this is real stuff. You're watching a real situation caught on camera. I left it up to the viewer to decide what was real and what was not. And then I would just throw it out there. There's a mixture of reality and fiction in the content. You just decide for yourself. And I'm just glad a lot of it's not real, because then I feel like I would be pretty stupid for allowing it to happen for so long. And I would feel like I was helpless. I'm not helpless. I would stand up for anybody. I stand up for my friends, my family, myself. I wouldn't let somebody dress up in a clown costume or whatever kind of costume or no costume at all come in my house and harass me or my friends or family. There would be an attempt from them to try that, and I would have terminated that attempt. I would have stopped them in their tracks. There would not have been, every day this is happening. I'm not that kind of guy that allows things to happen every day. So that's quite obvious. If you see something that's continuing to happen, then something's not right with the picture. Because why would I allow somebody to come in my home continually, day after day, and me act like I'm trying to do something, but nothing never works, and me seeming so helpless? I'm not helpless. I'm telling you right now, I can take care of a lot of confrontational situations. Like if something's about to go down, I'm not gonna let it play itself through. I'm gonna stop it in its tracks. However means necessary that I feel would be appropriate for that situation. Of course, I do follow the laws when it comes to the use of any kind of firearms, because, I'm all about safety. But, I practice my Second Amendment and my First Amendment as far as speech goes. And if someone were to try to infiltrate or come into my home to harm anybody, I'm going to stop them by any means necessary that I feel is appropriate for this particular kind of situation. If I feel like there's an actual threat, I'm going to terminate the threat. So that in itself, if you saw like creepy clown stuff happening over and over and over, and like I'm running around like a nut, and it's just not stopping. Think about this. In the real world, that clown wouldn't have a chance against me. It'd be over. It'd be it for him. It'd be done. I'm not just some little sissy, I can hold up myself really well. I don't care if I'm like in my 50s. It doesn't matter. I feel young. I feel good. Although I got all these issues, that weigh me down emotionally, that problem does not exist. 2016 has come and gone. It's 2023, gonna be 2024. I'm focusing on trying to get my life straightened out as far as my health anxieties, as far as my income that's so limited at the moment, and it has been since the pandemic. There's so many things that I'm trying to get back on track. And unfortunately, there's a lot of things I have to let go of. because maybe I was too much of a positive and hopeful thinker. You know, I thought this will work out, that'll work out. Then when the test of time comes, I realize I made a mistake. This would not be a mistake if I came here and the careers that I was hoping for worked out, and then the living situation worked out, and certain relationships that I had would have still been existing, everything would have been fine. I just felt like things just happened, and unexpected, very unfortunate things have happened. And it affects many people, not just me, but people that I know. So, unfortunately, these things happen. Like I said, life is unpredictable. So, live each day to the fullest, because you never know what tomorrow brings. It could be your last day. And so I've been living that way. I've been living each day to the fullest as if this may be my last, because life is just too precious. And it seems like the older you get, the faster time flies by. So it's best to just make the best of it, because you don't want to leave this world feeling like you just didn't complete something that you really wanted to do in life. But then the time when you're not here, it's not going to matter anymore, right? Because then you're no longer going to worry about it. That's just where I'm coming from. And so I think what happened was I started spending money like there was no tomorrow, because I figured, I'm not going to be around. I'm afraid I might have this or some kind of cancer that's eating my body away, and I might have 2 years left if I'm lucky. And it's like, I'll just spend the money now, because 2 years later, I'm not going to worry about it. I won't be here. And that's where my mind has been for the last, I'd say, for a couple of years now. But it got really, really bad. Really, really bad in the last 8-9 months. That's when I had it the worst. That's when I just thought it was over, and that's because I had certain things come back from the doctors, certain ultrasounds revealed things that started the whole worrying process. So that's where I'm coming from. So these things about my health scared the hell out of me, but I'm trying my best to just not let it eat at me emotionally. And whatever God's will is God's will. I can't change that. I can only just hope for the best and do what I can to enjoy the time that I have left. And that's pretty much where I'm at right now. So, creepy clown stuff. I know some of you might complain, oh, this is fake. Oh, stop doing that. Stop doing this. I'm tired of it. Well, it's because I get kind of pressured into making the kind of content that I feel most people are entertained by. And I go by the algorithm of the YouTube analytics. And I'm like, wow, even though people say they're tired of the creepy clown stuff, why is that getting the most views anyway? Why is that doing the best? I think it's time for me to worry more about the quality of the content than the quantity that it gets. So that means worry less about how many views the content gets, and worry more about the kind of content that makes me happy. And then maybe it will work out. But I cannot be happy if I'm not able to pay bills. So YouTube could be a good side hustle to help me with the $600 to $800 a month deficit. $800, the fucking low income that I have. Looks are deceiving. Never judge a book by its cover. You just never know how many credit cards someone has and how much debt they got, and how many car payments or house payments, or what kind of loans they took on, or how many times they dipped into their retirement to pay this bill and that bill, and how much they got left. And, things look different on the outside. Well, like I say, is I can only kick the can, so far down the road, and that's going to be as far as it's going. But anyway, all of you are amazing. I hope you stay safe. Just wanted to have a reality check when it comes to this creepy clown stuff. It needs to end. I'm over it, but are you over it?